Hey YouTube, Motor Racing Network, Steve Post here. Jamie McMurray has swung by. This is our reunion, by the way. I don't know, Jamie, if you were... 1 year, exactly. 1 year ago, Jamie, you visited two places. You visited Plan B Sales and Victory Lane at Charlotte Motor Speedway. So, well, we don't want to mess that up, do we?
No, and I remember coming here last year and everyone here telling me that the previous guy that signed autographs here actually won the following week, and I don't remember who that was. But yeah, it was pretty cool that I kept the tradition going.
That's good. That's good. How are things going for you this season? Your season to date as we get ready for All-Star Weekend?
It's been really good. We've run better, I think, at the short tracks than maybe the mile and a half. So we got to get that program a little bit better. But Charlotte's been a really good track for me, so we feel like between the All-Star Weekend and the 600 that hopefully we can come up with something that we can use for Charlotte, but then also continue at some of the other mile and a halves.
When you have a situation, you guys are rolling along well, and you run into a crew chief change, and really not a crew chief change through any fault of, Keith Rodden got called back home to Hendrick Motorsports, where he was from. We all understand that. And it's like, we're going to bring in a new guy, and we're going to bring in a guy that really doesn't have much crew chief experience, a lot of racing experience, race engineer with Matt McCall. We can ask this question now. Was there any concern? We know it's going well, but was there this little like, oh my gosh, what are we doing here? You know?
I was way more concerned with Keith coming over than Matt, just because Keith was the first time I'd ever had a rookie crew chief that hadn't been in that position, and just seeing how Keith handled it, and I thought he did a really good job. I wasn't near as nervous when Matt came over, just because I had a lot of faith that, first off, they were pretty much best friends growing up. They knew each other. They kind of the same guy. So, and I had just heard so many good things about Matt. When it was announced that Matt was going to be my crew chief, I had a lot of calls of people that I looked up to that had a lot of faith in him, and that gave me a lot of confidence, because I didn't know Matt at all. Like, honestly, when this all came about, I didn't even know what Matt looked like. So, he's a really quiet guy throughout the garage, and, you know, he just kind of does his job, and he's not one of those faces or names that I feel like everyone knows.
Well, it is. It's good, and you guys are doing amazing things. Winning the All-Star race, Jamie, and your owners have kind of busted on you. Big race, Jamie, Daytona 500 Brickyard. Where does the All-Star fit into that, and the big $1 million check? Where does that all fit in?
Well, I think every win has a different special memory. The All-Star race is more of a fun race. There's not a tremendous amount of pressure. So it's a little bit of a different event, but it is one of the bigger races. And I had seen the pictures for years of the winner in Victory Lane holding the check up with $1 million on it. And even though the Daytona 500 pays more than that, it's cool to hold that check up and with that amount on it and get to be a part of that, and that you get to be locked into the All-Star race, I guess forever now. I don't know how. It seems that the rules change a lot, but as of right now, you're kind of locked in for a while.
That's cool. That's cool. Here's signing the Diecast cars, Jamie. It's always amazing. You know, we have the Auburn car that you ran, the Cessna colors on it. We see some McDonald's and banana boat cars and everything else. Just amazing, the variety of cars. When you see cars, when folks come up and bring them to you, is it for you like a little trip down memory lane at times when you see them?
Yeah, you know, because a lot of times people will bring cars from 10 years ago, or maybe even longer. The Terminator car that I ran back in 2003 or 2004 is still pretty popular. People bring those up a lot. So it's cool, and it's fun for me to see people that are true fans of yours that have every car you've ever driven. And that's kind of cool when they come up and they actually have all of them. Because maybe they haven't been to a lot of races or autograph signings, so they're trying to get as much signed as they can. And it's neat to see that people have been loyal for 10 or 15 years to see you. It
is. It really is cool. And we see them. We get pictures a lot of times of displays. It's amazing. These racing rooms are awesome. They really are. Really, really cool. Finally, Jamie, before we let you get to work signing here, autism has been a near and dear thing. The NASCAR drivers do so much with charity. Autism has been near and dear to you. Your involvement with that, how people can get involved if they want to get involved. What do you suggest to people on that?
Well, I mean, part of the reason or the main reason that I have any involvement with autism is because of my niece who has autism. And it, you know, everyone has or most of the drivers have a foundation, and you want to do something that you're passionate about and that you really believe in. And so autism for me has been that way since finding out that my niece is autistic. And so we started the Jamie McMurray Foundation, and we hadn't done a lot the last 2 years, but we really ramped that up again this year. We had a bowling tournament in Chicago with the NFL draft, so we've got to do some pretty cool stuff. I'm hoping that for Dover that we've got something in the works that we're trying to put together with a car for Dover in just a few weeks that hopefully will raise some more money. So it's been good stuff.
Good stuff. Glad to hear that. Really appreciate what you guys do for all of the charities and what you do for autism. Well, we're going to let you get to sign it, but thanks for joining us here on the YouTube video, and good luck this weekend and next week at Charlotte.
Cool. Thank you.
There we go. That's Jamie McMurray. Again, the Jamie McMurray Foundation. You can find out information about that and his Diecast autographed available at planbsales.com.